Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite with their teeth and cry, Peace, and he that putteth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. Therefore night shall be unto you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark unto you, that ye shall not divine, and the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them. Then shall the seers be ashamed, and the diviners confounded. Yea, they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of the Most High. Micah chapter 3, verse 5 to 7. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rechakodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran coming back at you with another lesson, Lord, and be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. And I want to jump straight into it. All right, this article is titled, Canada introduces blood-curdling new thought police law that will make even Stalin blush. Here we are. All right, you're starting to see what's going on around the world. All right, you have a lot of uprisings going on, as is written in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, okay, going into discerning the times. And part of the signs of the times of the end of this age is the world being under a draconian way of living. Okay, the dragon officially makes himself known. All right, by his decrees, otherwise known as Draconian measures. Okay, as we enter into their force for the so-called New World Order. All right, as they've said, they're going to get it either by consent or by conquest. Okay, so we're starting to see that the world is shifting into more of a stringent, more strict, draconian, lifestyle, which is going to be dreadful. Okay, and it starts with none other than Canada. All right, it says Canada has fallen. It's become the North Korea of the West and is getting worse every single day. This new bill they've introduced is the cherry on their tyrannical sundae. It's called the Online Harms Bill C-63, and it would make even Stalin blush. As a matter of fact, tyrannical dictator Kim Jong-un would look at this bill and feel an instant rush of communist inadequacy. With this new bill, Justin Trudeau is fueling those online rumors that his real father is actually communist dirtbag Fidel Castro. Now let's get right into this. It says this new bill is supposedly aimed at safeguarding the masses from online hate speech. And that's in quotations. And it's a dictator's dream come true. Okay. Now, hate speech is just another way of them doing away with everyone's right to speak their mind or actually go against their narratives, right? But ultimately is to stop the word of Yahweh Basham Yahushai going out, because at this point in the game, all we're doing is basically bringing them up to charges, right? It's not just their history that's being brought up, but also what they're currently doing, okay, that identifies them as the Edomites of the Bible, all right, the wicked. Okay, everything that's going on around the world right now, all right, we can clearly see, okay, who's behind it, all right, who runs the world, who's bringing about all these tumultuous lifestyles, right, perversions, abominations, all these different things that's going on. Who's the face behind it all? All right, the man of sin, who's the face behind it? You see, and now that people are waking up and there's communication, all right, of the truth. You know what I'm saying? They labeling it hate speech. And as we read through this article, you see that it's a broad paintbrush that they're using here, all right, to bring about these new draconian measures. Okay, so it can cover a larger ground, whether it be now or in the future. Okay, because that's how they do. All right, they criminalize civilians. Okay, it says the left is hailing it as a beacon of democracy, a term they seem to misunderstand more and more. The real shocker in this bill is the alarming retroactive aspect. Essentially, whatever you said in the past can now be weaponized against you by today's draconian standards. Okay, so now they can go back into all of your social media accounts, everything you said, everything you've liked, right? Remember, we talked about something known as TTID, which is the agencies are going to be using tag, trace, and identify, okay, with AI to find out who's going to be on the red list, who's going to be on the blue list, all right, who's going to be on the yellow list. Okay, when they finally give the go ahead, all right, to start taking out what they call dissenters, okay, because you're going against their set narrative, and there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be taken out. Okay, but the categorization is happening right now as we speak. If you're watching any of our videos, whether you're scoffing or whether you actually believe, they already got you on the red list. Okay, all Christians, whether they know the truth or not, they're all on the red list, because their agenda, when I say they, I'm talking about the elites that rule this world, all right, starting with the J's. Their agenda, all right, is to unveil their so-called satanic and Luciferian doctrine, all right, as the solution to all problems. Okay, so that way that means that they have to do away with the Bible and the believers of the Bible, all right, in order for them to be able to establish the left-hand side energy fully upon the face of the earth, right? Because it's going to go into everything that's anti-human, okay, anti-God, right? To want to put a C-hip into somebody, that's anti-human, that's anti-Messiah, that's anti-Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay? Because now you want to be like the Most High, you want to control man. Man is not your creation. You can't control something you didn't create. So their way of doing it is by destroying creation and then mimicking it, but this time in a Esau way, a sinister way, through AI. Okay, but it's not going to work. All right, because Big Brother Yahushai, who the world anyway calls Jesus Christ, is coming back to take over, all right, this whole entire planet. Okay, take over the whole entire world. Now remember, he's not coming back and then just leaving. He's coming back to stay. That means whatever has been built needs to be taken down. Okay, so that something new can be put upon the face of the earth. Remember, once a company gets bought out and taken over, the bigger company that comes and takes you over, they change everything. Okay, they might keep some people, but for the most part, they wipe everything clean. New policies, right? New uniforms, new rules. You see, all of a sudden they're upgrading systems, right? New building, bigger building, right? More benefits. You're like, damn, this place, I like this. We got bought out, but this is great. There's basically a new sheriff in town. That's Yahushua. Okay, and then what does he do? Since he's taking over the business, right? He's appointing his own CEOs, right? His own people that work in his administration, whatever capacity that may be, right? And that's all going into who? The 144,000. All right, the kings and priests, all right, that are going to be ruling as joint heirs with Yahushua in the next kingdom to come, the kingdom of heaven. Okay, that's going to be right here on this earth. All right, so that's something we have to look forward to. All these things must come to pass before we get to the kingdom. All right, and that includes Jacob's trouble. That includes the MOTB being mandated upon the face of the earth, which is coming soon. That's why they build into it. If you can't speak against it, then they're planning for something. Right, and ultimately the thermonuclear destruction of America, World War III. Okay. It says the real shocker in this bill is the alarming retrospect. Oh, we read this. It says historian Dr. Muriel Blave has weighed in on this draconian law, labeling it outright mad. She points out how it literally spits in the face of all Western legal traditions, especially the one about only being punished if you infringed on a law that was valid at the time of committing a crime. Right? And here in America, something can only be called a crime if there's a victim. Okay, but nowadays, through their statutes and codes, all right, they've been able to circumvent the so-called Constitution or whatever, and now they've created criminals out of civilians, but let's keep reading. It says, an online X user recently shared that his wife wrote a letter to every Canadian MP concerning this chilling bill, and only one MP responded. Of course, because they're all bought out. They're all part of the plan. Okay, like, what's his name? Klaus Schwab said that they have penetrated the cabinets of the world governments. Okay, so your governors, your mayors, okay, your presidents, prime ministers, they're all part of the plan. They go to these meetings. You see them going there all the time. See, now they make it official. They make it seem like all heads of countries are all joining in because you know what? Nah. These are special chosen people to come in and run your country and go back and give answers and take orders. Okay? It says he posted MP Rachel Thomas's reply, which many are now calling one of the most insightful and well-crafted summaries on this alarming issue, and then it goes down into it. Okay, it's a lot. Damn, she wrote a lot. I see why only one person responded, because only probably one person read it. It's a whole lot. But it's good stuff though. It says here, BC 63 creates a new hate crime offense that will make any offense under the criminal code or any act of parliament an indictable offense and punishable to life in prison if the offense was motivated by hatred. A definition of hatred is introduced in section 319.7, which is defined to mean the emotion that involves detestation or vilification, and that is stronger than disdain or dislike. Whoa. So this is a gateway for them to, that's why again, that's why they want to do away with the Bible. Okay, because right now, with the way the world is, how wicked and how demonic it is, the sweetest words in the scriptures probably sound like hate to these devils. So how much more the prophecies that talks about the destruction of the wicked, all right, these devils being put in slavery, all right, for all the crimes against humanity and ultimately the crimes against the Most High's people. See, they don't want to get into that. Okay? Remember, the scriptures tell you, let's get that real quick. And we're going to finish the article. Okay, in the book of Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 8, it says, "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you." And the number one nation that spoiled his people are the Edomites. Okay, and it starts with the J's. When you trace back their history, all right, a lot of the J's were the ones behind the transatlantic slave trade. All right, they funded it, they provided ships, okay, and they partook heavily, all right, with the companies that ended up with the Jakes, whether they be on these plantations out on the islands or even here in America. All right, and I believe the first so-called slave up here in America was out in Virginia. Okay, and of course they did whatever they had to do with us till today. And now, who's the one nation that woke up all of a sudden and said the biggest threat to them, all right, is so-called young black men in America? Why is that? All right, remember, everybody has a conscience. Okay, everybody has a conscience. Even Antiochus, all right, before the Most High took his ass out, he had a conscience. Okay, Herod, he had a conscience. Okay, a lot of various kings in the past that thought that they were just above and beyond. Even the Pharaoh, okay, he had a conscience. After the Most High had cooked him and his nation, all right, after 10 plagues, all of a sudden now he went from, who is this Yahweh that I should, listen to you, Moses, and let his people go, blah, blah, blah. You're doing too much talking. Hey, as a matter of fact, double their work. Go make life hard for them. Now you, Moses, get the fuck out of my face. That same guy start talking like that to now, Moses, please, you can go, and on your way, please pray for me. Pray to your God, Yahweh, for me. You know, what happened? All right. So yeah, you at the time where now your conscience is setting in, you're seeing that, damn, these people are actually waking up. Now all of a sudden, you're trying to, instead of come clean, no, like the very devil you are, you want to double down. Now you want to paint this picture of us being a hateful people. But meanwhile, all we're doing is, hey, what's going on? We're questioning things. All right, we have questions that are going unanswered, but being turned into being called hate speech. All right, the questions are not being answered; they're being demonized. Okay, because that's what you are. You're a devil. You're a slanderer. You're a false accuser. Okay. It says, "For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye." Okay, so everything you did in slavery, all right, and post-slavery till today, and what you about to do next, is all part of your is building up on your tab. And when Yahweh Shai gets back, there'll be no mercy. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, you definitely gonna call him an anti-Semite. All right. So continuing back in the article, it says. Section 319.8 includes the clarification that the communication of a statement does not incite or promote hatred for the purposes of this section solely because it discredits, humiliates, hurts, or offends. Let's see. Furthermore, the bill increases the punishment for an offense in Section 318, advocating genocide, to imprisonment for life. The current punishment is up to 5 years. The bill also increases the punishments for offenses in Section 319, public incitement of hatred, willful promotion of hatred, willful promotion of anti-Semitism, from up to 2 years to not more than 5 years. All right, and it goes on and on and on and on. Again, this is in Canada, but we know that it's all going to be coming over here and around the world. Okay? It says, no doubt this is bone-chilling, scary stuff coming out of Canada, but don't think it couldn't happen in the United States. There you go. Because it can, and it will. Okay? Canada's just a testing ground. They have no guns over there. All right, unlike here. All right, so they pushing down on them, but it's gonna happen here in America too, because the people are already stupid. They're dumb. They've been dumbed down. Okay, here it is. You got so many banks closing, and people are not even batting an eye. Typically, when banks are closing, that causes panic. That causes alarms. Bank runs happen. People start rushing to the bank. Yo, I need to get my money out. Yo, banks are closing, yo. These banks are closing left and right, and people are just not even noticing what's going on. They stuck on so-called celebrity beef. They're stuck on sports. All these different things are just distractions. Okay? Bread and circuses. So continuing, it says, in fact, the regime-run media is already making the case for it as we speak. There you go. It says, one has to wonder, with this new bill on the table, shouldn't Trudeau be facing fines or perhaps even jail time for his numerous blackface performances? And well, I mean, that wouldn't be anti-Semitism, because he's not impersonating Jays. See? Even if he's doing all these different things, remember, they do it, and they do the most atrocious things. But you speak against what they are doing, that's you are the problem. You need to be put in. See, you're not even doing what they're doing. Now they're making laws to protect these PEDOs. Okay. But again, harming children, right, outright in the open, harming children. But we speak against what they're doing to children, and then we are called anti-this and hateful, and this is how they do it. This is what these devils do. Okay? But they're being exposed, all right, by this truth. Okay? But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring this out real quick, all right? This is all part of the signs of the times. Okay, when we speak in truth, and truth is being demonized, this is all part of the signs of the times. Okay? And the Lord is going to bring that heavy judgment upon this wicked kingdom, this wicked empire. All right? Completely, man. There's a book of Proverbs chapter 2, verse 22. It says, but the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. Okay, and that's going to be done through Yahushua. See, you can call that anti-this, and you can call that hate speech. But hey, if the shoe fits, then wear it. All right, we're just telling you what the prophecies say will be happening very soon. That the Lord is coming back, and he's going to destroy the wicked and those who are in rulership. Okay, destroying the earth, destroying the people, and so on and so forth. Disrespecting the Heavenly Father and his Son. All right, outright. Pushing this narrative of there is no God, Noah Harari, and all these different atheists and weirdos. Okay? All these different things you devils are trying to do, guess what? There's a judgment for it. Okay? There's a book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. It says, behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Okay? And it starts from the house of Israel. Okay? It starts from the house of Israel, man. The destruction that's coming, man, it's gonna be something. Okay? The next half of the year, man, the Lord is about to do something. All right, he's about to do something. He's about to turn it up. Okay? Because the days are few. All right? Anyway, I'm going to close it off, lead off there, Lord willing, you're edified and informed. In closing, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakodash, the water Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Until next time, Shalom.